For some children in our community, finding the sense of stability and hope every child deserves begins with Windwood Family Services. Joining us today is Rick Lhotan, the organization's Major Gifts Manager. Rick, thank you for being here with us today. And for those not familiar, can you tell us a little more about Windwood Family Services?
Yeah, well, Taylor, thank you so much for having us out. It's a pleasure to be here. So Windwood Family Services provides high-level therapeutic care for boys between the ages of 6 to 16. And family services in the community.
Okay. When we're talking about the boys aged 6 to 16, what do they usually look like when they come in? What are you exactly treating them?
Great question. We provide trauma-informed therapy for children who have or are experiencing severe emotional or behavioral issues or conditions or disorders, mainly because of either prior abuse or neglect, and those children are in the custody of DSS, or for some reason life has been difficult for these boys, so they just need some extra help and their parents need some resources.
What type of resources are available to parents and families?
So outside of our residential programs on the farm, we have a community-based program called the Family Resource Connections and Preservation Services. This is a family-based, community-based, in-home services that we work alongside families who are at imminent risk of separation to provide any type of material resources they might need, parenting classes, or any additional help that they could have.
How wonderful. When was this created?
So Windwood was started in 1985.
Wow.
And we are so excited to be serving our community for 40 years now.
You mentioned the residential farm. Tell me more about this.
So it is located in Allendale on a 110-acre campus just in the middle of the National Forest, so it is beautiful out there. We have 2 residential programs, a qualified residential treatment program and a psychiatric residential treatment facility. Essentially, those are the places where the boys live and receive treatment. That includes their trauma-informed therapy and any first aid or medical help that they need. We also have a Charleston County accredited schoolhouse on campus that provides elementary to middle school education for our boys. And then we have tons of activities for them: fishing, biking, baseball, anything really involving a ball.
Rick, tell us, what does success look like for these young boys and these families who go through the programming at Windwood?
Yeah, great question. So regardless of where our children or our families find themselves, we define success in terms of positive permanency, which we define as any placement, whether that's a foster placement or staying with their family or a kinship care type of placement, for a period of longer than 9 months.
Okay. And how long are the residential programs?
On average, depending on acuity and severity of their trauma that we're trying to help them recover from, it's anywhere between 3 to 12 months.
Okay. How can the community help and support your guys' mission?
Great question. So the community can do 2 things. They can volunteer and they can support us financially. Volunteering at Windwood is an amazing opportunity. It's how I got to fall in love with Windwood originally.
Really?
It's great. I'm biased, but it's great. But we have ongoing opportunities like reading buddies, where you can teach a kid who doesn't really know how to read well to get better at that educational skill. Or you could come out with your civic group, your business, your faith community to do a work day or some other activity with the boys.
And tell us more about this Giving Tuesday campaign.
Yeah, so the Giving Tuesday campaign runs in conjunction with our holiday giving campaign. It's really the first major push into holiday giving for us, and is a great opportunity for anybody in the community to really double down on their efforts to be generous or just support something new and provide really meaningful impact for children who need the help.
Wonderful. Where can we go to learn more information about Windwood?
You can go to our website. It's www.windwoodfarm.org.
Wonderful. Rick, thank you so much for being here. Again, that's windwoodfarm.org, and that's where you can go to learn all the great information that they have, the services that they offer. Rick, thank you again for being here.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
We're back after this.